Hi, this is Stephen Brower from Raritan Valley Community College. This is for CSIT105, Foundations of Computer Science. This video is intended for those that have never used Canvas before, and is sort of an orientation of how you get into Canvas, and once there, how you navigate around. So I'm on the school's webpage right now, and there is the RVCC logon here, which would take you to the Lion's Den logon. And then at the very bottom, there's the Lion's Den link here, which takes you to the Lion's Den logon. I'm not going to show the login process, but it'll be your G number and your password is what you would use to enter. And after you do that, you get a landing page that is similar to this. There should be a tile for Canvas. When you go into Canvas, now since my Canvas looks so radically different, I'm just going to show you should see a tile within Canvas that looks like this. And then when you click on it, it'll take you to the course. So what I use for our online course as the sort of landing point for when we get into the course is the module list. And so this large center part right here, this is the module list, and it's a chronological peek at everything for the semester, materials, assignments, but it's a very long page. And it is broken down by week, and what most weeks will have is the materials for the week and then what's due for the week. And if I look for week 2, the materials and then what's due, week 3, the materials and then what's due. Some weeks will have quizzes, exams, etc. And if I just scroll to the very, very bottom, is finally at the end, the final exam. It's a very long page for scrolling through, but you can find everything by scrolling down this page. I'll go into one of those in a moment, or in a little bit. I just want to point out some other things that are on this page as we're viewing it. On the right-hand side would be the items that are to do, and they're the ones that are upcoming. So as of the time I'm making this video, it does show that on the 14th we have an introduction discussion, an introduction to chapter 1 introduction discussion due, and then on the 21st we have a discussion, a homework, and then a lab. Now the semester begins on the 14th. Don't wait until the 21st to work on the items on the 21st. What you really should do is, as soon as you finish the stuff when you first get in for chapter 1, immediately start on looking at chapter 2 so that you can make that September 21st deadline. But as you submit things, as the semester progresses, what will be coming up here in the to-do would be the next item that would be to do. Again, you can find it by scrolling down, but this is just sort of a matter of convenience of seeing the assignments. The material associated with the assignments, you would have to go here to get it, but at least this is one way you can get to the assignments. On the left-hand side, there's this syllabus link, which is also referred to as the syllabus tab. There's 3 things that are going on, or 3 areas of this page. This top area here has links to some documents, which I will open in a bit. The bottom part here is just the assignments for the entire semester. Later in the semester, when you click the Jump to Today, it'll snap to that part of the list down below, but this would be the chronological list of everything for the semester all the way down to the final exam at the end. The lower right-hand corner here shows the weight. So of all the assignments that are here, there are different types of assignments. This kind of shows how much they can contribute towards the grade. So from this page here, now the course overview will go in a little more detail regarding the syllabus, but what I do want to do is bring down this schedule as a way of sort of comparing it to that module list. It's a bit more concise than the module list. So the way I just did here, by scrolling down, we can see the first 5 weeks for the course. So it's much more concise. Now, it's not hyperlinked the way the module list is, but at a glance we can see what's coming up, meaning looking ahead. And I know you don't want to look ahead to October 5th, but looking ahead to October 5th, our first quiz and our first project. But the nice thing about this PDF is a way that we can, at a glance, look further down the road without having to scroll so far. I've had some students in the past for online courses tell me what worked for them. Now, what I'm about to say doesn't work for everyone, but I just want to mention this here. What worked for them was printing this page here. And as they submitted items, they crossed it off the list, and by having the paper handy, they could just glance at it and kind of see what was coming up and the accomplishment of crossing things off once they were submitted. You could probably do an electronic version of that, and you don't even have to do that. I just wanted to mention a number of students found that helpful. Okay, so let me go, went too far. Let me go back to the home page. So again, from the home page, the center part here is the modules. One of the tabs on the left is that syllabus, where we can see all the assignments for the semester. We also can find all the assignments down here. That one thing that was available from the syllabus tab was that class schedule, which is more of a concise view. And on the right-hand side, the to-do list is the more recent things that would be due. What I want to do is I'm going to scroll down and click on this chapter 1 and show you, now it's going to vary from chapter to chapter what other items are on here. This is probably one of the shorter ones, but there are slides that accompany the chapter, and then there's sort of an overview video. A part 1 and a part 2, looks like 26 minutes total is this overview video. Chapter 2, I didn't count the number of videos, but it's over 2 hours, the length of all the videos that are there, which sounds overwhelming now, which is why I'm looking here at chapter 1. In terms of the links that are here, there are PDFs of the slides, and one's at 6 per page and one's at 2 per page. If you are going to choose to print out, you might want to do the 6 per page, and if you printed them double-sided, 6 one side, 6 the other side, you have 12 slides on a piece of paper. If you're only viewing, I'd recommend the 2 per page, and then the one thing you can do is you can zoom in for as much as you need to see, depending on what the page is. Now, whether you start with the video or start with the slides, I think you may find different weeks it might be better to start one way during the other. I just had some students tell me they always look at the slides first. I had other students tell me they look at the videos first. I have other students that say they don't look at anything. They wait to do the work, and when they get stuck, they look to see if there's something on it. They haven't done too well in the class, by the way, but that is an approach that some people have taken. And what this would be here, these videos and these slides, this part would be the lecture component that would be if we were in the classroom. The assignments, so like the lab that would be done, that would be the lab component for the class. I also do have discussions, which another video will go through that, and the discussions are kind of like what would be a classroom discussion in the class. I know I said chapter 2 would be overwhelming, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to peek at chapter 2 just so you can see how that looks. but it is significantly longer than the chapter 1 that we looked at. One thing this has is for all of the files my slides reference, all of the Java programs, this zip file here has the contents of the code that all the slides reference. This, what I'm going to attempt to do each week is have an overview video, which will just be a couple minutes long, sort of giving an overview to the chapter. And then the number of videos are going to vary week to week. Chapter 2, I did break it up into quite a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 videos. They're of different lengths, but they focus on specific material. So I indicated what the material is. So suppose later in the lab that you're working on, you have to get input from the user and you're stuck. Well, I actually do have a video and getting input from the user using scanner, and another video using input from the user using dialog boxes. So it's the kind of thing that in lab you can maybe go back and find the appropriate video for the piece that you're stuck on, and then peek at that again. So again, what this was meant to be, for those that never used Canvas before, was meant to be one showing you how you get in, and then once you get in, how you navigate around for the items that are there. Embedded in homework 1 is going to be, actually let me just go click it since I'm saying it. Embedded in homework 1 is going to be hey, it's funny, I didn't load it. Good thing I checked. By the time you get access to the class, there'll be a video here on how to submit homework 1. Wow, sorry about that. Maybe I should just shut up and fix the system. Okay. Sorry. The one thing I will say is the course overview video here talks a little bit more about the structure of the course, so that would have a little more. This video was really intended for those that had never used Canvas before. Well, welcome to the online class, and I'm looking forward to a great semester.